Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content. Hey everybody, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Sunday. I believe it's 9 days to Louisville, something like that. We are working diligently here. We have battled about every obstacle we can today, but we are making some pretty good progress. Let me show you what we got here. Not a lot happened to this other than trying to keep it dry. I did install the little washer nozzle and the hoses that go down. But what did get done, hardtop got wet sanded with 220, and then we primed it. We fixed a couple spots that needed to be fixed, and then primed it. And we got a couple little things we're going to hit tomorrow that we can now see now that it's not black. And then this should be ready for paint. Hoping tomorrow we're going to flip this over and undercoat the bottom side of it. So that's done. And I've got some field trips to make tomorrow and go from there. Here's the driver's side front fender. Primed, both sides. It's, I mean, literally block it and paint it. So that one's pretty much ready. This is 80% of the way there, not a big deal. This fender's looking just a whole lot better. And so we should be able to get this one painted. We're hoping to paint the fenders and the dash panel and the trunk lid bolts Wednesday morning. We'd love to do it Tuesday night, but I can pretty much promise you that it's going to be raining. And that's not going to do us any good because we'll have to roll this outside in order to paint, and I really don't want to get this wet at this point. So without a top on it or anything. So we've got the tent, but it's not completely waterproof and it drips and so on and so forth. So basically, I mean, just for example, today, look like this out, okay? There's nothing on the radar, blue sky. We roll the car out, we roll everything else in, we get it ready, Ron starts priming. All of a sudden, it's monsooning. I mean, just biblical rain out here. The entire driveway was probably 3 inches deep in water up to about here. Me and my mom stood out here with blankets over the thing, trying to keep it dry, okay, the inside of it, and stood here and held on to it. And until Ron got done priming, and we gave it a couple minutes to where we could slide it over, slide all the parts over, and push the car back in, right? And again, that was, there's nothing on radar. I mean, if you look at the radar, it's crystal clear. You'd think it's a beach day. It's not a beach day. Lightning, thunder, high winds. The wind was blowing so hard it was trying to toss the tent, even though we've got it tied down to cinder blocks. It was lifting them up. I mean, it was ridiculous. So, yeah, move to Florida, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Here we are. So, anyway, hoping tomorrow undercoat that, get all this sanded. We have a little bit of a coinkydink that we got to take care of, so I'm going to be doing some field trips in the morning. So this rim hits when I turn lock to lock that way, okay? So if I turn the driver's wheel, if we go that way, right? If I do this, that's a little harder. Anyway, if I turn it this way, I hit right here, right there, okay? Now if I come back this way, if I turn to the left, I'm great. If I turn to the right, I hit. So Fisher Buggies has some 1/4-inch wheel spacers. I'm gonna go pick them up in the morning, and then I'm gonna go to HPD Wheels and pick up the longer lug nuts, and yeah, try to get all that together. which could lead to more issues, like the lug nuts are too long and hit the brakes again, and we gotta trim them up or whatever, like we did before. But that's what I'm doing tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow I can get the wheels, the spacers on, the new lug nuts, get the toe in adjusted and set, and then from there I will probably jump onto wiper system and start putting some of that together and go from there. Now in the meantime, Ron will be working on all these parts, getting them ready, and we'll just keep moving down the road. Now there are some obstacles, I'm going to be really brutally honest with you, in front of us. One, my rearview mirror has not shipped. My speedometer has not shipped. My emergency flasher switch will be here Tuesday. The brake circuit light for the brake, so I have brake lights, has not shipped yet. You know, we haven't driven this. We've never started it, like actually fired it. We've cranked it, we know it cranks. We've never driven it at all. We still gotta mount the seats, headlights, turn signals, all of that. Not a huge deal, just, you know, a deal. Takes time. And we have a bigger issue, which is we're gonna borrow Don's trailer, which shouldn't be a big deal. We've just put new wheel bearings on it. But how you doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Hanging in there, man.
That Volkswagen thing is looking pretty sharp.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a nice little car, man.
We're getting there. Hopefully the next couple days we'll try to drive around the neighborhood and see where it goes.
That's cool.
See what happens. Hey, have a good one. So, boys, sorry, that's my neighbor. This frame on this truck on Big Red here, right, is cracking even worse now. So, what we might have to do just to be able to get the car on a trailer in there, we'll probably have to drop the gas tank out of Big Red and weld a plate to the side of the frame, and then, you know, change the oil and do all that. I do have some things for it that, I mean, if I had time, which I don't, I'd put in. We just got new headlight housings, and I bought the aux beam headlight LED Q40s or whatever. They're like 800% brighter than OEM halogens. Reason being, these have the Xeon bulbs, Xeon, however you pronounce that. When you drive this at night, if you turn your high beams on, it's you know, survivable, I guess is the best way to put it, when you have eyes like me and Ron. If you you know, it's really not a good situation to drive at night. So we need brighter headlights, and so that's what we have, but that also required getting out here, hooking them up, wiring them up, blah blah blah, and again, more time that we don't have. And so moral of this story, yes, it's 9 days to Louisville Sure Nationals. Yes, we are going to go like hell, and as we have been, and try to get this car done in there. There may be things out of our control that keep this car from getting to Louisville, like that truck, right? So if for some reason Big Red is not up to the task of driving from Florida to Kentucky towing a car trailer with a thing on it, thank God it's light, then it'll be the big gray whale. We'll take the van. So one way or another, we will be there. I will have my flag, and we will have some merch and stuff like that if you guys swing by and check us out. But I can't promise you that we're going to be there with the car. There's just, I got a month's worth of work to do in 9 days, right? Really, it's 8 days at this point. So we're at the end of this one. So bear with us. We're going to give it hell. See if we get there. We're not out of the fight yet. We just need we need quite a few things to go right, like the parts show up, that not be a complete pain in the ass, and actually go fast. And I need to be able to put the fuel tank in this, and it actually start and pump fuel through the line. Never had fuel on the fuel line. Always started it from, you know, with a jug out here. So I don't know if it overheats. I don't think it does. I think everything should be all right, but you get my drift. There's a lot that has to happen in a very short amount of time. That is kind of out of our control in a weird way. I know for a fact we'll have the fenders on it, the dash together, maybe if the parts come in, but I'll definitely have that dash panel on it. Hardtop will be mounted and on and painted and all the things and latching and blah blah. You know, it will look thingish. We will have the bumpers on it. You know, we'll be close. Seats will be in it for sure. I'm a couple bolts away from having the seats in it. So anyway, we're going to try to do this. We'll see what happens. I've literally worked, we've been getting up at 6 and working until 8, 9 o'clock at night for the past 3 weeks. Just trying to get anything we possibly can done, right? So bear with us, guys. We're trying, and I think we're going to get there. I'm tired, which is why I sound defeated. I apologize. But car is on the ground on all fours, which is pretty cool. That's something else that happened today. So this is our ride height. I'm really looking forward to getting those fenders on there. I think I'm going to be okay with the spacers, and we should be all right there. And yeah, I'll let you know, guys, know how it goes. I'll bring you along for some of the ride on some of this stuff, and we'll just keep on keeping on. So you guys have a great night. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we will talk at you tomorrow. Thanks for watching Brown's Wrecking Custom.